Hey there, I'm Scott. Right there is Brewster. Welcome to Brewster's Garage. This time on Brewster's Garage, we're going to do something a little different. Lisa and I are taking a trip up north, taking the custom teardrop that the family and I built a few years ago up there. And while it's here at the house, getting ready for that trip, I did a little bit of work on it and thought it may be of interest to you out there. It's not Studebaker and it's not hot rod, so if that's all you're interested in, this may not be the one for you. We are still working on Studebaker. You can kind of see some of the work that's being done out there, and we're continuing to do that. But for this episode, it's going to be about the teardrop. If you subscribe to my daughter's channel, Elena Makes, then you're probably familiar with the teardrop. She has a few postings on it, including one of her first posts, which goes over the build process, everything we used. You should take a look at it. It has a lot of links to the materials we used if you're interested in doing something similar. The last time Lisa and I took the teardrop camping, it was a little frustrating using the Galley just because there wasn't that much counter space. We use a portable camping stove to prepare the meals, and when the stove is out on the countertop, there really isn't room to do much else. What I decided to do was to add a swing out counter extension. This would allow us to use the stove, but still have plenty of space to use the rest of the counter space. To build it, I needed to cut a piece of wood for the countertop and then weld up a bracket to bolt to the cabinets in the teardrop that would allow the countertop to pivot out. So to create the support and the pivot for this leaf that is going to swing out here that I'm building, I made this, welded up this piece of pipe with some brackets. This will be bolted to the side of the cabinet just like that. And then in addition, I made this frame with this pivot point. I'll go into it. Something like that. And then I'll pivot out something like this once it's bolted in. And I'll need to make a support that, that folds out to hold it out here. And goes back to the floor of the camper. You know, once it's all put together, this will be bolted on top. This cabinet, this piece of wood, plywood, and it'll be covered with the same stainless steel that we have on the countertop here. So I think that's going to work. The other thing, you know, I'm all struggling with what pieces of cast off wood or steel I should be keeping that I may be able to use for other projects in the future. And it's always nice when you actually do use some of that stuff. So this right here, this tube right here, is the shifter for the Studebaker. It went up the steering column. So I saved that and used a section for this, and then this piece right here, I think it was part of a wall mount for a TV that I saved quite some time ago. But anyways, it's nice to be able to use some of these pieces that you keep around because they do take up space. But I need to make a support for the countertop extension that I'm making for the Teardrop, and I'm thinking I can make them out of some of the steering tubes on these old razor scooters that have been sitting around for 15 years around the house. This is a trick I actually learned from Bennett's Customs. Aluminum is kind of funny. It gums up a lot if you try to cut it or use a cutting wheel on it, or just use a regular saw blade. And but if you run the cutting wheel, if you just touch it into a candle wax, it kind of lubricates it a little bit more, and it doesn't get all gummed up. The cutting wheel doesn't get all gummed up, and it just cuts a little smoother. I wrapped up the work on the extension for the Galley countertop a couple days ago, and so pretty happy with the way it came out. It looks good, matches the existing countertop. One of the things that I wanted it to do was I wanted to still be able to open up the cabinets when it's closed up or when it's open, and I could do that. And to open it up, and that's it. Opens up pretty quickly, pretty easily. The tube from the Razor scooter is working really well. As the bracing, I welded a little bracket that it attaches to, that's bolted to the floor of the Teardrop, and then it just goes into a little notch in this polyethylene block up here. And then I added another spring latch that just helps keep it in place, helps keep the extension in place when it's out. Same spring latch that we used up in the on the other cabinet doors. So I think it looks pretty good. Stows away pretty well. Anyways, there it is. Lisa and I had a great trip up to the Avenue of the Giants in Northern California. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll be back working on the Studebaker, so we'll see you then.